I ended up in that life because I was just hurt and I was broken. I grew up in a family that had a lot of addiction, and I just never knew where I was in life. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was going to be. I gave up on life at a really young age. I believed from a really young age that I never had a future, that I never had a hope, that there was nothing for me. I dealt with a lot of different feelings of abandonment and feelings of not being wanted, and that just really took its toll on me. And eventually my dad kicked me out of the house when I was 18 and didn't talk to me any longer, and that's really what set off the chain reaction of choosing to live in that lifestyle. But it just felt like there was a deep wound in me, and it felt like there was a void somewhere inside of me and that nothing could fill it. So I started, putting girls in it and eventually drugs and alcohol. I can remember that moment when he met me in a room when I was at my lowest point, wanting to commit suicide, and the Lord manifested himself to me, and he talked with me for about 3 hours on that room floor, and he showed his love for me, and he showed me that he had a purpose and a plan for my life. I gave my life to the Lord that night, and ever since that moment, I felt that void deep inside of me filled, that eternal. There was just something in me that was just crying out to wanting to know what life was about. And it was at that point that I found out what life was about, and that God was real, and that the love of God was real. I knew that I had a call of God in my life, but I was afraid to take that next step. I was kicking a lot against God. I wasn't wanting to deal with the issues that I had to deal with. I just wanted Jesus to come in and heal me without actually dealing with the true heart issues that were in my heart. My leadership at Maple Valley made me go to the New Heart Retreat, and I was actually really angry that they made me go. And they said, just go up there, talk to Pastor Mike, hear him out, and then if you don't want to go, that's fine. I said, okay, well, I'll go up there, but I know that I'm not going to go into this program. I'm just not. I was just in full rebellion at that point. I didn't want to go where the Lord wanted me to go. So I go up to the New Heart Retreat, and the New Heart bus comes out, and I'm checking out, the guys getting off the bus and scoping everybody out to see. And as the guys were coming off the bus, one guy in particular came off the bus. His name is Dusty, and when Dusty came off the bus, I knew Dusty from 3 years prior. Me and him both did the Salvation Army Rehabilitation Center down in Seattle together, and I hadn't seen Dusty in 3 years. I saw Dusty at a really bad place after he graduated the Salvation Army, and I assumed that he was dead. But when I saw him come off the bus, the Holy Spirit spoke to me immediately, and he said, this is exactly where I want you to go, and don't disobey me. And I saw Dusty, and he saw me, and tears just started running down both of our eyes. And as soon as I saw him, I said, I'm going. And I remember going and talking to Pastor Mike and Dusty, and I said, I'm coming to the program. It was just really me yielding to the Holy Spirit and saying, okay, I'm ready, and I'm going to allow you to come and touch my heart, and allow you to touch those areas of my heart that I've hidden, because I want to be healed, and I want to live for you, and I want what you have for me. And I just really felt stirred by the Lord that I feel a calling to full-time ministry. I feel a calling to see people come out of that darkness that I was once in, and just to see the love of God, see the love of God just grab a hold of them and pull them out of that darkness. If there's anyone out there that is struggling with an addiction problem, and you just feel like you can't get out, and you feel burdened and you feel weary, there is a way out. And that is only through Jesus Christ. Only Jesus Christ can heal you. And you just need to allow him. You need to open up your heart. You need to be done with living that lifestyle. You need to hate your sin for what it is. And you need to open up your heart, and you need to let Jesus Christ come and heal your heart. He's more than willing to come and heal your heart, but you have to be willing to open your heart and let him. You have to be willing to open up your heart to him and allow him to come into your heart and show you those areas of your heart that you don't want to deal with. But as soon as you can get to that point, he will come in and he will heal you of all your diseases and all your problems.